I'm guessing he noticed a bunch of people posting about his anniversary, which remind him, oh, it's my anniversary. So he then reposted this sweet photo of Melania literally pushing him away from her. Then he posted a long love letter to Russia and Vladimir Putin, and then he posted this, happy 20th anniversary to Melania. Melania posted nothing to celebrate. You know, the traditional present for a 20th anniversary is China, which is a country Trump blames for a lot of things.
Trump's marriage is so cold you could store ice cream in it for weeks. That's not my line. That's essentially what Jimmy Kimmel implied during his show, causing Trump to absolutely lose it in a way we haven't seen since someone suggested he wasn't a billionaire. When Kimmel targeted Trump's anniversary celebration, he didn't just make a joke. He ripped the band-aid off a wound that's been festering for years in public. The former president's reaction tells us everything we need to know about how accurate that joke really was. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. What started as just another late night monologue became Trump's personal nightmare when Jimmy Kimmel decided to tackle the former president's 20th wedding anniversary. Normally, a celebrity anniversary is just low-hanging fruit for comedians. A quick joke before moving on to the next headline, but Kimmel wasn't playing nice this time.
This morning, Trump paid tribute to his longest-serving wife by reposting this AI image of himself with a lion. Tonight is a special night at the White House. It's Donald and Melania's 20th wedding anniversary. 20 years is a long time, especially for Melania.
Hello, everyone. I have something incredible to share today. We are announcing the launch of the Donald and Melania 20th Trumpiversary Gina Collection.
Kimmel noticed something strange about how Trump celebrated 2 decades of marital bliss, or whatever you'd call the Trump Union. Instead of sharing a romantic dinner photo or a sweet throwback picture, the former president opted for something truly bizarre, an AI-generated image depicting himself as some kind of mutant lion man hybrid. As Kimmel put it, the image looked like it was created by someone who had never seen either a human or a lion, and which honestly tracks for Trump's weird relationship with reality. But the real gut punch came when Kimmel analyzed the only actual photo Trump managed to share. Rather than showing marital harmony, the image captured Melania literally pushing Trump away, an awkward interaction that became comedy gold in Kimmel's hands.
By child laborers whose hands are even tinier and more supple than my own. And that's not all. The Trumpiversary collection features classified document placemats with real military secrets. This line of beautiful plates commemorate all of my and the third Mrs. Trump's most romantic moments. Our intimate dinners, strolls on the tarmac, super hot makeout session. The Donald and Melania 20th Trumpiversary Gina Collection. Own it today for just 12 easy payments of $89.99, $99, $99, $99.
I'm guessing he noticed a bunch of people posting about his anniversary, which remind him, oh, it's my anniversary, Kimmel joked. So he then reposted this sweet photo of Melania literally pushing him away from her. The audience reaction was immediate and electric, that perfect mixture of shocked gasps and nervous laughter that happens when a comedian says out loud what everyone's secretly thinking. You could almost hear viewers at home saying, "Oh, snap," as Kimmel twisted the knife with his signature smirk. The joke hit hard because it exposed something painfully obvious about the Trump marriage. After 20 years together, the former president couldn't find a single warm, genuine photo to share with the world. Instead, we got weird AI fantasy images and a real-life snapshot of Melania creating physical distance. A perfect visual metaphor for a relationship that has generated endless public speculation. Kimmel's commentary tapped into a well-established pattern of awkward Trump-Melania moments, including the infamous 2017 hand-swatting incident in Israel that became internet legend. With every new uncomfortable public interaction, the perception of their marriage as cold and transactional only grows stronger, and Kimmel's anniversary joke crystallized this perfectly.
The other big Trump book, Melania's memoir, came out today. It's called Melania. It's named after her. Proceeds from sales of the book are going to one of Melania's favorite charities, Body Doubles for Conjugal Visits. Very good book. Melania shares some of her very best anecdotes in the book. There's a passage about that time in 2019 where her husband called her in to watch a classified military. Melania claims she didn't condemn the violence on January 6th because she was busy going over White House renovations that day. Hello, Donald, what are you wearing?
That anniversary joke didn't just hit a nerve with Trump, it detonated an emotional nuclear bomb. What started as a throwaway line in Kimmel's monologue transformed into headline news when Trump couldn't stop himself from firing back, again and again. And again, while Melania maintained the kind of silence that speaks volumes more than words ever could. Remember when your mom told you to ignore bullies and they'd stop? Our former president apparently skipped that lesson in kindergarten. Trump's initial reaction seemed almost restrained by his standards. Just your garden variety angry post on Truth Social, calling Kimmel unfunny and washed up. But like a toddler who's been told he can't have ice cream, Trump was just warming up his tantrum muscles. The orange man's fury bubbled over like soda in a shaken can. He launched into a bizarre series of increasingly unhinged posts that revealed how deeply Kimmel's marriage joke had wounded his fragile ego. Trump couldn't help but drag up ancient history, whining about Kimmel's Oscar hosting gigs with the question, has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? In a particularly pathetic attempt to establish some kind of former friendship, Trump claimed Kimmel used to greet him on the sidewalk before his presidential run, insisting he'd bring me in every time. Sure, Donald, and I bet he also asked for your autograph and told you how much he admired your amazing, fantastic hair. The more Trump protested, the more the internet gleefully piled on. Social media erupted with mockery and memes, including some showing Melania blinking in Morse code like a hostage trying to signal for help. This feedback loop of ridicule only made Trump angrier, which made the memes funnier, which made Trump angrier. You get the picture. Throughout this entire meltdown marathon, the most deafening sound was Melania's silence. The former First Lady didn't rush to defend her husband, didn't acknowledge their anniversary, and didn't make a single peep about the whole embarrassing episode. Her complete absence from the conversation only reinforced Kimmel's original point about their relationship being colder than a penguin's toenails. Other late-night hosts smelled blood in the water and joined the feeding frenzy. What could have been a one-day story became a multi-day roast session that spread across TV, Twitter, and TikTok, with users dramatically reenacting both Kimmel's joke and Trump's meltdown response. This whole debacle is actually nothing new. Since the 80s and 90s, comedians have been taking shots at Trump, using his wealth and larger-than-life persona as punchlines. What's changed is just how much his skin has thinned over the years. Kimmel merely tapped into a comedy goldmine that's been paying dividends for decades. The real beauty here isn't just watching Trump melt down like an ice cream cone in August. It's seeing how one simple joke managed to rip the fancy curtain off what many Americans already suspected, that behind the gold-plated Trump brand lies a marriage that's about as warm as a Moscow winter. Ultimately, it doesn't matter if Kimmel won this exchange. The American public got front row seats to a reality show more authentic than anything Trump ever produced. And honestly, isn't that worth more than any punchline?